Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we are going to do coordinate geometry previous year questions that are from 2025 board exam paper. So from all sets I have collected around 15 questions, so we are going to solve those 15 questions today. So just give me 2 minutes, I'll just check whether video everything is fine. Okay, so let's start with the questions. So welcome everyone once again to this video. So in this video, as I mentioned, we're going to cover previous year questions from coordinate geometry chapter. So that is, we have collected questions from 2025 board exam paper. Total we have 6 sets. From all the 6 sets, I have collected the questions of coordinate geometry, which is going to solve one by one. Okay, so the weightage from this coordinate geometry chapter is 4 to 5 marks. And in this 4 to 5 marks, we are going to have at least 1 to 2 MCQ questions and 1 3 marks questions for sure from all the sets. So, and in the previous 2024 paper I have also checked, there also I can see that there are 3 mark questions, at least one, only one, and 1 or 2 MCQs. So you can clearly confirm that if you solve the coordinate geometry concepts and you're able to solve the questions, you can easily score 4 to 5 marks from the board exam paper. Okay, in the previous videos I have already covered videos on trigonometry is done, statistics is completed, and trigonometry, statistics, probability, arithmetic progression. So these chapters from previous year question papers have been solved. So if you are interested to solve to practice questions from trigonometry, statistics, probability or arithmetic progression, you can check the live section of my YouTube channel. There you can find the previous videos as well. Okay, so let's start with today's questions. First one. So from this chapter we have mainly 3 concepts. First one, distance between 2 points. Second, midpoint. And third is the ratio point. I mean, they will give you 2 points and will say that I want a point so that it is dividing the line joining these 2 points in ratio. Okay, so only these 3 concepts will be present. So while solving these questions, I'll tell you which concept is referring to which one, and we'll going to solve those questions. So this is one of the easiest chapter I can say, because we have only 3 formulas, that 2 very easy formulas. Just to remember them, we can easily score 4 to 5 marks. And this is very I can say it will take very less time while solving these questions. Okay, so let's do faster so that the other time can be utilized for the other questions. Okay, let's solve the first question for today. The midpoint of a line segment joining the point. So this is related to the second topic which I told you, the midpoint question. So let's get the midpoint. So midpoint formula is, so what is formula for midpoint? It is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. See, as I told you, the formulas will be very easy from this chapter. Okay, this is the first formula where it is saying they are given you 2 points and they are asking what is the midpoint of those 2 points. So simply just use this formula and get the midpoint. So what is x1? x1 is minus 4, x2 is 4 by 2 comma y1 is 5, y2 is 6. So 5 plus 6 by 2. So what is minus 4 plus 4 is 0 by 2, which is 0. 5 plus 6 by 2 is 11 by 2. But they are not only asking the midpoint, they are asking whether it is on which axis, x-axis, y-axis, origin. What is x-axis? For x-axis, we should have x coordinate and y value should be 0. For y-axis, y value should be present and x value should be 0. And for origin, it is 0, 0. Neither x-axis nor y-axis means it has 2 points which are x and y. Okay, so what is we got? It is 0, y by 2, so which belongs to y-axis. So the midpoint is lying on the y-axis. Why? Because the x coordinate is 0. Okay, and repeating this point. So whenever we have x coordinate as 0, then it refers to x-axis. Whenever you have y coordinate as 0, it belongs to x-axis. Whenever you have x coordinate as 0, it belongs to y-axis. Okay, so simply whichever is present, that is the axis. If x is present, it is x-axis. Y is present, it is y-axis. If both are present, then it belongs to some other point. It is not even x-axis nor y-axis. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Second question for today. And this is a 3 marks question. As I told you, from each question paper I found 1 or 2 MCQs and 1 definitely 3 marks question. Okay, let's solve the 3 marks question now. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line joining the segment. So we have 2 points which are 5, minus 6 and minus 1, minus 4, and they're saying that y-axis line is touching, intersecting this point, the line joining these 2 points. We also need to find the point of intersection. So simply we need to find this. For y-axis I told you y will be present and x value will be 0. Okay, so this belongs to the third concept from this chapter. As I told you, we have 3 things: distance between 2 points, midpoint and ratio. So now this belongs to the ratio question. So I am assuming that the ratio as m is to n. Okay, so if m is to n, then how to find the point which is dividing this line joining into m is to n? Then the formula is, if I say x1, x and y, then the formula I will write it here: mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma n my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. This is the formula which is related to the third concept from this chapter, which is the ratio question. So whenever they will give you 2 points and the line joining those 2 points, and if they say any point is present on that line which is dividing in some m is to n ratio, then you have to solve it using this formula. Okay, so from this point, let's apply the formula. 0, y is equal to m x2 is minus 1 plus n x1 is 5 by m plus n, comma m y2 is minus 4 plus n y1 is minus 6 by m plus n. Okay, so this becomes minus m plus 5n by m plus n, comma minus 4m minus 6n by m plus n. Now let's relate both. So 0 is equal to this first one, which is minus m plus 5n. So let's write that point. So 0 is equal to minus m plus 5n by, what is the denominator, m plus n. So m plus n, if most of the others, it becomes 0. So 0 is equal to minus m plus 5n. So m is equal to 5n, or m is to n, or m by n, I got it as 5 is to 1. Okay, so we got the ratio which is 5 is to 1. Now let's use this to find the y value. So what is y value? Y is equal to minus 4m minus 6n, minus 4m minus 6n by m plus n. So substitute the m and n values. M value is 5. So minus 4 into 5 minus 6 into 1 by 5 plus 1. So this becomes minus 20 minus 6 by 6, which is minus 26 by 6, or minus 13 by 3. So the point of intersection is x value is 0 because it is on y axis, and y value I got it as minus 13/3. Okay, so hope you understood how to solve the point of intersection if y-axis is present. Okay, let's move to the second set of paper. Let's solve the MCQ third question. The coordinates of the endpoints of diameter of a circle are present and they are asking the length of radius. Okay, so this is not only related to coordinate chapter, it also related to circles chapter as well, because it's a combination of both. Okay, so let's understand what is the question here. We have a circle and we have a diameter. They're saying that endpoints of diameter. So this endpoints of diameter are 5 comma minus 2. The second point is 5 comma 2. What they are asking? Length of radius. They are asking length of radius means this one, not diameter. So simply let us find out diameter first and then simply divide by 2, we will get the radius value. Okay, so what is, you have to use the first concept from this chapter, which is distance between 2 points. Now I'll write the formula. D is the distance between 2 points x1, y1. Then the formula is x1 minus x2 whole square, or and y2 minus y1 whole square. Let's substitute and get the value. x2 is 5, x1 is 5, 5 minus 5 whole square, plus y2 is 2, y1 is minus 2 whole square. 5 and 5 cancelled out. So root of 2 plus or minus is plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 square. Square squares get cancelled out, it becomes 4. But it's not the distance, it's not the radius, it's the distance between 2 points, which is diameter. So diameter is equal to 4. So what about radius? Radius is diameter by 2. So which is 4 by 2, which is 2. So answer should be D, which is not plus or minus 2, because length cannot be negative. Always remember, length is a scalar quantity and it has only magnitude, which is positive direction, which cannot be negative. We cannot say it is minus 2 meters. It is only 2 meters. Okay, so the answer is 2. And to confuse, I have also mentioned the 4 option as well, because somewhere they will simplify the distance between 2 points and take 4 marks, 4 as an answer. But it's not 4 because it's not diameter. Distance between 2 points is the endpoints of diameter, but they are asking radius. Radius means diameter by 2. Okay. Now let's move to the fourth one. This is also another MCQ. As I told you, from each paper we will have 1 or 2 MCQs and 1 3 marks. So this is the second MCQ question from this set. They have provided 3 points and they are saying these are the vertices of triangle. We need to find whether it is which triangle. Okay, so simply this is A, B and C. Let's find out AB, BC and AC distances, then we can figure out which belongs to which triangle. Okay, let's find out AB first. x2 minus x1 whole square, which is 5 minus of minus 5 whole square, plus 0 minus 0, simplified as 0, which is 5 10 square, which is 10. I got AB value. Let's find out BC. BC is 0 minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus 0 whole square. So simply 25 plus 16 is root over 41. What about AC? AC is again 0 minus of minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus 0 whole square. So this is also 25 square is 25, 25 plus 16, this is also 41. So simply I have two sides are equal and one other is different. So simply it is an isosceles triangle. So for right angle triangle, we should have sum of squares of two sides is equal to the square of other side. For isosceles triangle, two sides should be equal, other should be different. Equilateral, all sides should be equal. Whereas for scalene, all should be different. And here I got two sides are equal, so this way it is isosceles. We can write it here. For isosceles, two sides should be same. For equilateral, three sides should be same. And for scalene, no side should be same. For right angle triangle, so sum of squares of two sides should be equal to square of other side. So simply it has to follow Pythagoras theorem. Okay, next move to the next one. So this is 3 marks question from this set, which is 5th question from our for this video. So let's solve this. If the midpoint of a line sigma joining the points is present and x plus y is also present, then find the value of k. So again, this will also belongs to the first concept, which is second concept, which is midpoint from this chapter. So midpoint formula, I will write it once again. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, let's use this. Midpoint x comma y is equal to 3 plus k by 2 comma 4 plus 6 by 2. Okay, so always write the formula also, because the formula also can carry half mark. So make sure to write the formula, then substitute it. Okay, so I will write this one again. 3 plus k by 2. What is 4 plus 6? 10 by 2, which is 5. So I got the midpoint, which is 3 plus k by 2 comma 5. So what is the next condition? The point is satisfying. X plus y minus 1 equal to 0. So substitute these two in this equation. So this you will get 3 plus k by 2 plus 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, I'll continue here. 3 plus k by 2 plus 5 minus 10 is minus 5 is equal to 0. 3 plus k by 2, if I move 5 to the other side, it becomes plus 5. So 3 plus k is equal to 5 into 2 is 10. I got the k value, which is 10 minus 3, 7. Always remember to box your answer, so that the invigilator can easily find the answer first and then see the steps if he is required. But always make sure to box your answer. Let's move to the 6th question. So 6th question will again be MCQ, as I told you. From each set, there are 1 to 2 MCQs and 1 3 marks question. Okay, let's solve the 6th one. Two vertices of PQ are present. The coordinates of a point which divides a PQ in the ratio. Now this belongs to the third concept from this chapter, which is a ratio question. In the ratio question, they are asking how to, like, we need to find a point which is dividing in particular ratio. For this, I had already mentioned the formula, which is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus n y1 by m plus n. So we are going to use this formula and get the answer. So if you have any doubts with respect to the concepts which I am discussing, or from any other chapter, you can mention the charts. If it is small, I will explain here. If not, I will try to explain in the next video. Okay, let's continue. Let's apply the concept. The ratio is also present, which is m here and here. We need to find the coordinate. So it is 2 into x2 is 5 plus 1 into x1 is minus 1 by m plus n, which is 2 plus 1 3, comma 2 into y2 is 2 plus 1 into y1 is 5 by 2 plus 1. Okay, 5 2 is 10, 10 minus 1 is 9 by 3, comma 2 2 is a 4, 4 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5 by 3. So 9 by 3 is nothing but 3 comma 3. Okay, let's move to the seventh one. AOBC is a rectangle whose vertices are provided. The square of the length of its diagonal is equal to. C is not present. Okay, fine. So we have a rectangle A, O, B and C. A point is 0, 2, O is 0, 0, B is 4, 0. Okay, for diagonals, for rectangle, both the diagonals are same. So as per this diagram, I can say that this is the diagonal. AB is the diagonal. Okay, so just simply need to find the AB value and then square it. I'll get the square of the length they are asking, so I can simply get the square of the length. So simply find AB distance. So distance between 2 points, this is the first concept, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. For MCQ, no need to write the formula, simply go for the solution, because if you take the option, they will give you 1 mark. Okay, so here x2 minus x1, 0 minus 4 whole square plus y2 minus y1, 2 minus 0 whole square. So which is root of 16 plus 4, which is root of 20. 20 is the root distance, but they are asking square of the length. So simply this whole square, which is nothing but 20. So B is the right answer. Let's move to the 8th question. So for this we have two options, either you can solve A or B. So always prefer to solve whichever you have confidence only once. Don't go for the second question, because the first one whichever is solved, that only will be considered for marking. Okay, so that's why whichever you are confident, make sure to answer it, and just check whichever you can solve faster as well, because the time is very important for your board exams. Okay, let's solve this. What is the, if the midpoint is mentioned, then find the value of k. I think the same question is repeated in another set as well. Let me check whether we solve the same question. 3, 4, k6. Yeah, same question is repeated in another set, so I'm not going to solve this because it is the same as 5th question. Okay, you can refer to this to get the solution. I'm going to the B part. From the coordinates of the points, which divides the line segment into 4 equal parts. This is interesting. So we have A and B, minus 2, 2, and this is B, which is 2, 8. We need to get the points so that we can divide it into 4 equal parts. So here we have 1, 2, and 3 points I need to find, because this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is divided into 4 equal parts. So I'll mark the points as C, D, E. I need to get these points. Okay, so for this, instead of doing ratios, what I will do is, first I will simply find D point. D point is nothing but the midpoint of AB. So D is equal to midpoint of AB. D is midpoint of AB. So which is x1 plus x2 by 2, which is minus 2 plus 2 by 2, comma 2 plus 8 by 2. What is minus 2 plus 2? Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. So I got the D point, which is 0, 5. So what about C? C is midpoint of AD. So what is midpoint of AD? x1 plus x2. x1 is minus 2. D I got 0. So minus 2 plus 0 by 2, comma 2 plus 5 by 2. So which is minus 2 by 2 is minus 1. 5 plus 2 by 2 is 7 by 2. So I got the C point, which is minus 1 plus 7 by 2. Let's find the E point. So E is the midpoint of D and B. Okay, just use the same formula again. X1 plus x2 by 2, 0 plus 2 by 2, comma 5 plus 8 by 2. So this becomes 2 by 2, which is 1, 5, 8 plus 8 is 13 by 2. So this value is 1 comma 13 by 2. So therefore the 3 points are minus 1 comma 7 by 2, comma 0 comma 5, comma 1 comma 13 by 2. So if you notice, the D point is also the midpoint of these 2 points. Okay, so in this way this question has been solved, which is 8th question for today. Let's solve the 9th one. So what is 9th question? It belongs to which type? Distance between points. So again belongs to the first concept. Okay, so in this question the distance of a point A from x-axis is mentioned. So from x-axis I told you, which is nothing but x comma 0. Okay, which of the following cannot be the corners of point A? Okay, we have one point on x-axis and we have a point A. So this we need to find, which is x comma y, and this distance I have mentioned, the distance is how much? 3 units. So any point which is distance from x, then you can simply say which is nothing but the x coordinate. So here I have the x-axis and here I have a point. So this distance is nothing but the y coordinate. So simply whichever y is having as 3, that is the coordinates of A. So here what they are asking, which of the following cannot be the coordinates from point A. So 3 can is possible because it can be having some like 0 comma 3 if it is mentioned, then this distance is nothing but 3, and same way if it is mentioned minus 3 also the distance is 3. This way or this way the distance is 3. Okay, so this is possible, this is possible, this also is possible, but 3 comma 1 cannot be possible because the distance, that is a y coordinate, is 1 here. Okay, which cannot be the case. Here it is 1 because from x-axis simply the y coordinate should be 3. It can be plus 3 or minus 3, doesn't matter because the distance is 3. Okay, let's move to the 10th one. So this is a 3 marks question. PQR are vertices of a right triangle PQR, right angle at P. So we have a triangle which is right angle at P. So I'll write this as okay, PQR. Find the relation between x and y. Okay, first you need the relation between x and y. So simply I need to find PQ, QR and PR distances, and then have to use Pythagoras theorem to get the relation between x and y. Okay, so let's solve PQ first. Is root of x2 minus x1, so minus 2 minus x whole square plus q value is minus 3 minus y whole square. So this, if I expand, if it is a plus b whole square, so which is 4 plus x square minus 4x plus 9 plus y square minus 9y. So this I can say it is x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y plus 9 plus 4 is 30. This is PQ. Let's find out QR and PR. QR is directly we have points minus 2 plus 2, so which is 2 minus of minus 2 whole square plus minus 3 plus 3. 3 minus of minus 3 whole square. So QR is nothing but 2 plus 2, which is 4 square, is 16, and 3 plus 3 is 6 square, which is 36. So QR is root of 41. Sorry, 13 plus 16 is 52. I got the QR value as 52. Let's find out a PR value. Root of x2 is 2 minus x whole square plus what is x2 is 3 minus y whole square. So let's again apply a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this becomes 4 plus x square minus 4x and 9 plus y square minus 9. Okay, so what is the relation Pythagoras theorem? Here what is hypotenuse? QR square. So QR square should be equal to PR square plus PQ square. So what is QR we got? QR is root of 52. So 52 square, root 52 square is 52. PR square, PR is here, which is, okay, I'll write one more step. X square plus y square minus 4x minus 9y plus 30. Okay, let's write. So square, I'll remove it. So this becomes x square plus y square minus 4x minus 9y, 4x minus 9y plus 13. What is PQ square? X square plus y square minus 4x minus, just a minute, it is not minus, it is plus here because it is minus and minus completely. If it is square, then becomes positive. Plus 4x plus 4, 6 x square plus y square plus 4x plus 9y plus 30. Okay, so 4x minus 4x gets cancelled out. So finally I will get 52 is equal to 2x square plus 2y square plus 26. So if I move to the left side, I will get 2x square plus 2y square is equal to 52 minus 26, which is 26. Or simply the final equation I can say x square plus y square is equal to 13 is the relation between x and y. So they are asking the relation. I got the relation, which is x and y. Hence all the possible values of x when y is 2. So simply substitute y value as 2 in this equation. So I will get x square plus 2 square is equal to 13. So x square is equal to 13 minus 4. So x square is equal to 9. So the x values are plus or minus 3. So the possible values of x are plus or minus 3. Okay, hope you understood how to solve this question. This is bit lengthy when compared to other questions, but still we can easily solve it by simply using the distance between 2 points formula. Okay, let's see the 11th question for today. So this is again MCQ from another set. Let's solve this. In the following figure, PQR divides a line segment in 4 equal parts. Okay, so simply this is 1, 1, 1, 1. Now let's see what they are asking. Q divides PB. Q is here, PB. Okay, in the ratio. So if you understand, Q divides PB. This is 1. What about the distance from? I will change the color. From Q and B. This distance is how much? It is 1 plus 1, which is 2. So simply it is 1:2. Okay, so this is very easy question, and I can say it is important question as well. This type of questions will be coming into their exam and can be little tricky if they are asked you in various ways. So here they are asking Q is the point which is dividing PB in the ratio, it should be 1:2. If they say the same question, so this is homework. Let's see if anyone answers in the comment section. Find ratio the point R divides PB in ratio. So I want this answer. Yeah, hi Ether. Thanks for joining. I hope this is your real name. If not, can you mention your name? Okay, so this is my homework question. So if you are watching this video now or later, I want you guys to try and tell this answer. Same options I am providing. R in PP. Okay, so it should be different options. Try this question. Let me know your answer in the comment section. I'll definitely check the comments and correct it or give a thumbs up if it is correct answer. Okay, make sure to try this question and answer it. This is a homework question. The point R, this R divides PB in the ratio of what? Okay, these are the options A, B, C, D. Just give it a try and let me know your answer in the comment section. Okay, let's move to the next video. Sorry, next question, 12th question. So this is a 3 marks question. We have 3 more questions. Let's solve it faster. Find the relation between x and y such that P is equidistant. Okay, so this is another point. It's not equidistance, the distance between them is equal. Okay, distance equidistant from points P and Q. Hence write the coordinates of point on x-axis and y-axis which are equidistant from point A and B. Okay, so we have a point P which is x comma y, and we have A here which is 3 comma 5. This distance d1 is equal to this distance d2, which is the second point B, 7 comma 1. Okay, so let's write this relation first. So root of 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square is equal to root of 7 minus x whole square and 1 minus y whole square. Okay, so root I'll cancel it out. So this becomes 9 plus x square minus 6x plus 25 plus y square minus 10y is equal to 49 plus x square minus 14x plus 1 plus y square minus 2y. So a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2a. So simply x square y square and x square y square on both sides gets cancelled out. So this becomes 9 plus 25 is 34. So 34 minus 6x minus 10y is equal to 49 plus 1 is 50. 50 minus 14x minus 2y. 50 minus 14x minus 2y. Let's check it because this step is important. 25 plus 9 is 34. 34 minus 6 minus 10y. Okay, what about here? 49 plus 1 is 50 minus 14 minus 2. Okay, so let's move everything to the one side. and numbers to the other side. So this becomes 14x minus 6x plus 2y minus 10y is equal to 50 minus 34. So 14 minus 6 is 8x, 2 minus 8 is minus 8y is equal to 15 minus 50 minus 34 is 16. So divide by 2, so I will divide by 8, I will get 8 minus, sorry, x minus y is equal to 2. So this is a relation between x and y. So they're asking the relation between x and y. So the relation between x and y is x minus y is equal to 2. Is the relation between x and y. Let's write the coordinates of the points on x and y axis which are equidistance from point A and B. On x axis and y axis. Okay. If it is from x axis, on x axis, the point is y is 0. So if y is 0, then x minus 0 is equal to 2. The x value becomes 2. So the point on x axis is 2, 0. So point on y axis, x value is 0. So 0 minus y is equal to 2. So the y value is minus 2. So the point on y axis is 0, minus 2. This is the next point they are asking. On x axis what is the point equidistance, and y axis what is the equidistance. Okay, the points are 2, 0 and 0, minus 2. Okay, let's move to the next one, 13th question. Two more questions from this video. Let's solve faster. The distance of the point minus 3, 4 from x axis. So this is the point. This is nothing but 4. Always remember, from x axis it is y coordinate, from y axis it is x coordinate. So this answer is easy, which is 4. Next, move to the last question for today, which is the 14th one. I thought of 15 questions, but 2 questions are repeated, so this way we are solving only 14 questions. If the points are the vertices of a parallelogram ABCD, then find the vertices of P and Q, hence check whether ABCD is a rectangle or not. Okay. So we have 4 vertices ABCD. A is 6, 1, B is P, 2, C is 9, 4, and D is 7, Q. So if it is a parallelogram, then the diagonals intersect each other, and this diagonals intersect such that it is a midpoint. Okay, so we will relate the midpoint formulas from AC and BD, and we will find P and Q. Midpoint of BD is equal to midpoint of AC. So what is BD midpoint? P plus 7 by 2, 2 plus Q by 2 is equal to midpoint of AC is 6 plus 9 by 2, 1 plus 4 by 2. So just relate both the things. P plus 7, I will get a 6 plus 9. P plus 7 is equal to 6 plus 9. So P is equal to 6 plus 9 is 15 minus 7. So I got the P value as 8. Similarly, let's find out other one. 2 plus Q is equal to 1 plus 4, because by 2 I cancelled out. Okay, so 2 plus Q is equal to 5. So Q value is 5 minus 2, which is 3. So got the vertices. D value, D is nothing but 7, Q. So D is 7 comma 3 and B is p comma 2, so B is 8 comma 2. Okay, so we got both the values. I mean all the vertices we found it, which is B value is how much? 8 comma 2. B is 8 comma 2 and D is what? D is 7 comma 3. Okay, now let's see what they are asking. And check whether ABCD is a rectangle or not. So to find out whether it is rectangle or not, what you have to prove? That opposite sides okay, if you want to be a rectangle, then the diagonals are equal. Okay, whereas in parallelogram the diagonals are unequal. For to prove parallelogram as a rectangle, length of diagonals should be equal. No need to find the sides, because for parallelogram and rectangle the parallel sides will be equal, but only for rectangle the diagonals will be equal. Okay, so simply AC should be equal to BD. Okay, let's find out AC first. 6194 root of 9 minus 6 whole square plus 4 minus 1 whole square, so which is root of 3 square is 9 and again 3 square is 9. So I got the AC distance as root 18. Let's find out BD distance. BD, what are the points? 8 comma 2, 7 comma 3. 8 comma 2, 7 comma 3. Okay, so let's see. 8 minus 7 whole square and 2 minus 3 whole square. So this becomes 1 plus 1, which is 2, root 2. So AD is not equal to BC. I mean AC is not equal to BD. Therefore, it is not a rectangle. Okay, so in this way all the previous year questions from corner geometry have been solved. Corner geometry is very easy, and repeating all the three formulas. First formula is distance between 2 points, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. What is the second? Midpoint. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. What is the third formula? Is the ratio question. So for the ratio question, if a point is dividing the line sigma joining 2 points in the ratio m is to n, then the formula is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Just remember these three formulas, then any question related to the corner geometry you can solve it easily. Okay, so in the next video I'll try to have another live session where we will discuss the previous year questions. So first of all, thanks for watching till end. So I have asked one homework question in this video, so if you are watching this video later, I want you guys to try that homework question and mention your answer in the comment section. Okay, and then the next video, as I told you, I'll try to get previous year questions of applications of trigonometry. Okay, so this I'll mostly try to get as a live session. Mostly tomorrow we'll have this video, so do check this video and let me know your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.